Do you hear this beautiful sound? This is bone crushing of the bears who get into Bitcoin a short squeeze, and yes, they are officially fucked up. But their sacrifice serves a great purpose. CryptoQuant analysis analyzed the movement to $79,000 and found out that one of the main reasons for the growth is the elimination of shorts worth more than $1.1 billion. I mean, I feel sorry for them, but not really, so sorry, not sorry. Meanwhile, Tether followed the path of self-destruction following Circle and blocked 344 million USDT at the request of the United States. The bleeding Aave now has hopes for salvation, and politicians in the United States have been sanctioned by Kalshi for insider trading in prediction markets. In general, we have a lot to discuss. Please like and subscribe, and let's get started. So, according to CryptoQuant's contributor Camelo Alman, Bitcoin's growth from $76,351 to $79,447 was accompanied by an increase in open interest from $24.88 billion to $28 billion. And this is a sign of rising leverage, not healthy demand. The liquidation of short positions on Bitcoin amounted to about $608 million, Ethereum approximately $581 million, and in total more than $1.1 billion. For comparison, the liquidation of long positions is only $111 million. Alman summarizes the price rose not because of the dominant spot interest, but because of the pressure in the derivatives market, which may indicate the fragility of the movement. And that is, we should take into account the risk that without outside factors, Bitcoin could fall as quickly as it rose, as soon as the futures whales decide to take profits. At the same time, Glassnode analysts note that mood among major players in the derivatives market remains bullish. The whales on Hyperliquid were betting on growth, waiting for the breakdown of the range. For 2 months, their confidence and the volume of long positions only grew, the experts write. April might be the best month for Bitcoin in the last year and a half. In 24 days, the price increased by 14.3%, the highest since November 2024. And the support is provided by institutional investors. In the last 5 days alone, spot Bitcoin ETFs have acquired about 19,000 Bitcoins, and the head of Bitwise's European division, Andre Dragos, calculated that this is 9 times the new coin supply over the same period. Michael van de Pope drew attention to the Sharpe coefficient. The indicator is at levels previously observed near market lows, and in previous cycles, such values preceded an increase of 120 to 135% after just 12 months, and by 400 to 800% after 2 years. He again suggested that 100,000 could be reached in the third quarter of 2026. In short terms, he expects 86,000, and altcoins can add 30 to 40% from current levels. And the key support is still 75,000. To maintain momentum, it is important for Bitcoin to stay higher. A number of traders considered the critical level to be 80,000 because bulls needs to just break through it to reverse the situation on the higher time frames, says analysis Dan Crypto Trades. Personally, although I think that the price might fluctuate down to 60,000, I'm still confident of growth in the near future, about like 6 months. And as you know, my main strategy is spot accumulation, but now I've decided to go along with 3x leverage. Take profit at 100,000, stop loss at 64,000, and liquidation at 53,000. I don't urge or suggest anyone to repeat it, but in my opinion, I think it's a good deal. And by the way, if you're looking for a reliable regulated exchange, I recommend paying attention to OKX. OKX is the most transparent and convenient crypto exchange in my opinion, so if you want to buy and trade cryptocurrencies and also support my channel, there is a link with welcome bonuses in the description box down below. Now to the news that sobers those who believe in a complete freedom of stablecoins. Tether froze $344 million in USDT on 2 wallets at the request of the US authorities. The blocking is related to illegal activities, the company said. The USDT is not a safe haven for illegal activities, said CEO Paulo Ardoino. And this is not the first time. In February, Tether received gratitude from Ministry of Justice for its help in stopping the fraudulent scheme. And at the same time, the issuer reported a total of $4.2 billion blocked in connection with illegal activities. And USDT remains the largest stablecoin with capitalization of $69 billion, and USDC is just over $15 billion. And now here's the question: how decentralized is an asset that can be just frozen on one simple call from Washington? Alright, let's move on. DeFi protocols joined together to save Aave. While Bitcoin is just happy and encouraging, the DeFi giant Aave has been just bleeding out. And after the kelp hack, the outflow of deposits reached $17.2 billion. TVL collapsed from 26 to 14 billion. But an incredible thing just happened. The protocols have joined together in the DeFi United initiative. Lido has put forward a proposal to allocate up to 2,500 staked Ethereum, which is about $5.8 million. The Ethereum 5 Foundation plans to contribute 5,000 Ethereum, which is around $11.5 million. And Aave founder Stani Kulichov personally donated 5,000 Ethereum, and the Column Foundation has added another 1,000 of Ethereum. Mental is discussing the provision of a loan for 30,000 Ethereum for a period of 3 years, and it will be secured by tokens and 5% of the protocol's revenue. After the launch of the initiative, the outflow of funds stopped. The Aave token increased by 2% per day to $93.3. And MetaMask developer Taylor Monahan wrote, "Those who are always philosophical are too immersed in dreams of disasters to build a better future. Thanks to those who decided to take action, DeFi United." Against this background, CoinShares analysis have recorded an important trend. Traditional finance and decentralized finance are merging into hybrid systems. Banks are implementing blockchain, DeFi protocols are integrated with regulatory structures. As you know, institutions enter through ETFs. And the Aave crisis has shown that DeFi can mobilize, but it also showed how vulnerable the system is to a single point of failure. Hybrid finance is an attempt to take the best of both worlds, but for now they look more like crutches for a sore leg. And the latest news is from the world of prediction markets. Kalshi, the largest platform in the segment, has implemented sanctions against several US politicians. They were accused of insider trading, meaning that they bet on events about which they had non-public information. Some of them entered the market minutes before the official statements, and they bet on the fall or growth of assets knowing the outcome in advance. And this is a blow to the reputation of the entire segment. Prediction markets position themselves as honest and transparent, but if lawmakers use them to leak rumors, trust is obviously undermined. Kalshi and Polymarket's turnover has already broken through $60 billion since the beginning of this year, and Bernstein analysts expect a $240 billion by December. But without a clean environment, the segment will not grow to $1 trillion, obviously. And that's going to be it for today. Link to OKX is in the description box down below. Subscribe, click on that notification bell, and I will see you on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.